Well, hello, everyone. Good Wednesday morning. We're in the middle of a snowstorm. I'm, I am in that blizzard band that is up there. So if the connection's not great, I'm rural, so there is no plug into the outlet like you're supposed to for a really quality stream. So I apologize for that ahead of time. But as I like to say, even a hot mess. Hopefully, we will make it worth your while, even if the video, audio, and connection is not the grandest. That's the cool thing about using some of these live streaming platforms, like the two that I'm getting used to. And any errors is user error, not the error of these particular platforms. I'm loving them both. What I do for this show is StreamYard, and I'm experimenting with EVMux on some yet to be broadcast shows. Um, but I'm very excited to be here with you guys and I'm very excited not to have to be outside because I'm hearing that all the roads are closed and stuff already. The winds, even if the snow doesn't get to be 2 feet, which is what is predicting within a 24-hour period, the wind is whipping what's on the ground up. So it's blizzard-like driving conditions. So you have to be out there. Be safe. Keep stuff in the car. Just pretend that you're going to be stuck for 3 days on a highway or something like that before you even leave home. That's my big advice. Be safe, peeps. Um, when we give each when we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed. Well, that's a little bit different tone, so let's kind of snuggle into this one. My Angela, she's on repeat this month, and that's not because I don't have black voices. It's because threw I realized it was Black History Month. It's usually shuffled in my deck, and my deck of these literally spans more than a year, probably 2 years or more. So I was ruffling through to get it all prepped for the month, and I think I was 2 days in even to February before I realized it was Black History Month because these voices need to be heard all the time, not just for 28 days of the year. That's just my 2 cents there. So Maya Angelou is easy to pick out, right? She was an easy one to pick out. A lot of them were like, and to give you, so what I did was I had these in folders underneath the old Chicory Chicks thing that I did. Started it about 6, 7 years ago, and each of the folders had these quotes, but they had them as one PNG, two PNG. So I had to go through and name them all, which was, I'm not complaining at all. I felt like I had uncovered buried treasure when I found these guys because that meant I could get going faster. Hot mess, but at least I know I got something valuable to share with you guys. If not, just the highlighting of these wonderful quotes from these magnificent authors from a wide variety of backgrounds. And even though in February, the theme of this, because I pulled it out, was the Black voices. American Black voices. That and Chinua Achebe, he taught at Harvard, so that's why I put him in there. He was born in Africa, but he made a name for himself in Harvard, so that's why he's ending up there. There's tons of other ones too. I just have to go through and figure out who in folder 10 is PNG 3, right? I don't know who they are. So I'm like opening them up, renaming the stuff, and then putting them in the folder that says, okay, and in an order now with the slideshow that we've got here, because I can bring them up in Google Slide. I'm telling you the technical stuff. I'm telling you the technical stuff because I want you guys to do this stuff, right? I don't want you guys to hold back until you're perfect before we hear your voices. I want to highlight these people's voices, but I want to highlight your voices too. And whether that is encouraging you to start your own YouTube channel and let me know if I can help, or comment in the comments. Come on in as a guest. Come in as a co-host. I'm all about getting more voices out there and more voices to be heard because I think that benefits everybody, right? And I think that comes back to what Maya Angelou is saying. When we give cheerfully and we accept gratefully, everyone is blessed, right? That is embedded in our culture too, even though the dominant blast that we hear is if she wins, I lose, a zero sum game. Uh, in my own bizarrely controversialness, because my daughter says she, she only looks like she only looks like she's some whatever, she's dangerous. So it's a family joke. She said that when she was like 6 to this guy. Anyway, aside from that, and my delivery is awful, but in my imagination, I still remember her, a 6-year-old, going, "She's dangerous." Oh my. Anyway, so my dangerous thought for the day, because gotta have a dangerous thought with that cup of coffee, is the polarization of America. They talk about it. Oh, you're heavily divided into two camps. I'm like, it's not. There's so much diversity out there, and diversity of thought. There's just so much noise drowning it all out. So we only get two really noisy channels, and there's a there's an underpinning of those two voices that how you go and get eyeglasses and you're thinking you're going to different companies, but you realize that all the glasses are made by the one company. That's kind of what I'm feeling, is like you think you got a choice, but you don't. And even the people participating in it don't quite understand where they are in the game. And to me, it's like you've got one group that's wrapping themselves in the cross and the flag, and the other group that's wrapping itself in rainbows and butterflies and unicorns, and underpinning it is Ayn Rand. I know that's my nightmare, is that they're operating on her terms of zero sum game. Get what you can get. You can't change everything, so you need to grab the advantage for yourself. And I don't believe that the people who are playing, I believe they believe in what they're wrapping themselves in. At least a lot of them are. But for our greater good, I think we need to step back, really understand our motivation, and take a cue from Maya. When we give cheerfully and we accept gratefully, everyone is blessed. And again, that echoes back to Friday's show, where we had, who was it that we had? Was it Chinoa? Was it? No, 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 no. Well, there's a theme. Go check out the backlist. They're only 10 minutes long. You can pop them like Skittles. That's kind of how in fact, if you go, hot tip, if you go to my YouTube page, and I've got it kind of looking pretty now. It was a hot mess, truly, when we started, but it's starting to look pretty now, so it's easy to navigate. You can just hit the playlist for the Chicory Chick Lives to segment that, and just play a whole list of those. Only 10 minutes, and if you've got laundry that you're doing, it gives you at the very least, it gives you a quote and a thoughtful voice that you need to hear today. So that's kind of my mission. Everything is, my brand is, what's your brand? My brand is very eclectic, but it's 10 minutes. So most everything I do is going to be in 10-minute chunks, maybe 20 with some of the more structured pieces, but trying to keep it very listenable, very, very snackable. Snackable. I like that. And it's good to get harder topics when it's snackable, right? Then you can move on. Then you can keep that cheerfulness and that gratefulness and that blessedness. And that's it. My time is up. So I'm going to tell you again, have a blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow.